everyone, welcome back to Lubelska Dolina for episode 10 in the adventures of Feldkorp. Alrighty, well we follow on from the previous episode here, still on day 3 midsummer, and after the debacle with the bales, as it were, we're probably going to avoid some baling contracts for a little while, or at least yeah, not for right away, but we've just been having a chat with the family here, and they're doing pretty good. They're happy with the progress and everything. They're a little bit concerned about what's going on with the bank, but you know, we should be okay, I think. You know, it's not going to be too bad. We do have an awful lot of silage down at the biogas plant now with all those bales from that contract, so I think we're pretty good. But as for today, what we are going to do is head off on some harvesting contracts. Close the gates on the chickens there. We have, let's see, we're going to need that one. We'll need that eventually. We'll leave that in there for now. But yeah, we're going to need the, let's see, this little, get the hoses off. We're going to need the tractor and the baler for sure. Because we've got, I think it's an oat, a rye, and possibly a tiny wheat contract as well. If I remember rightly, we can check here quick. Yeah, we have rye in 67 and wheat in 73. Those are both going up to the LDSP Zoo. And we also have oat, there it is, in 124. That's the first one we're going to do, because 124 is right next to that sell point. So we shall collect everything up and head on down there. With any luck, today should be, or you know, this episode should be much more successful than the last one. Let's face it, things did go a tiny bit wrong, if I'm honest. But you know, we did what we could. So let's get the old Russell mash out. This is the first excursion with the Niva today. Well, it's first excursion period since we bought it. So this ought to be very, very interesting. See how she handles out in the fields there. I don't think our field's ready for harvesting yet at all. It's probably at about 66% full, grown. Let's check with the old scanner here. Oh no, we're 83%, so that might actually come in tomorrow, which would be handy. So, that's a possible there. That would be nice, because that would be all us. Okay, we're going to set the tractor on follow here, and hop in, yeah there it is, hop in there, and trundle on down to field 144. Now, I'm thinking we may have to get a transport trailer for this at some point, because we can only go at 13 miles an hour. So it's going to take us a little bit to get over there, and yeah, that's okay. It's not too big of a deal. What did I catch there? I caught the curb. That's the one problem with some of the curbs on this map. They are really, really high. But anyway, where was I? Oh yes, yeah, we only go at 13 miles an hour, so it's going to be a bit of a trek down to the old field here. So rather than boring you all with the very slow driving, we shall speed on up and have a jump cut to whenever we get there. So I shall see you all in a moment. Alrighty, here we are up at field 124 now, and there's nothing coming, so we are going to poodle out over here and get things underway, or at least we will if I attach that. Okay, now we can get things underway. Lovely. And we should hopefully be leaving a straw swath for our lovely friend to follow. I'm just going to make sure that they do pick that up. Hopefully they are. No, didn't turn it on. Okay, fair enough. So we're going to have to start it ourselves. There we go. Now I don't anticipate getting too many bales off of this, though quite why I took the front forks off I'm not sure. But yeah, we'll have to go and get that at some point. Or possibly, I mean we shouldn't have too many, so maybe bring the Unitrack down with the that wonderful RajotGPLAY auto collector trailer thing that we got the other day. That was a very pleasant surprise. So, yeah, we could probably get the RajotGPLAY to not the RajotGPLAY, the Unitrack to come down with that just to pick them up, because we may actually need that anyway. We're filling up a little bit quicker than I was expecting, which is a good thing. We've got a 3,000 litre tank in this thing, if I remember correctly. So that's nice. Oh, we got a bale already? Yes, we do. Oh, splendid. But yeah, we got a 3,000 litre tank in this, so that's not too terribly bad. The sell point, luckily, is just across the street, so you know, we could almost just drive over there with this and sell it. Although, knowing my luck, the entrance to it is going to be on the opposite side. That usually seems to be how things go for me. But yeah, oh, we missed a little bit there. Catch that on the next go round, hopefully. So yeah, we'll nailed it. Back out, go forwards. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Okay, not quite sure. There's a little bit of a bump there, so we missed some. We'll catch that on the way back down again. It'll be okay. Spin around. Yeah, some of that straw we will miss, but that's okay. Not too concerned there. I mean, we get free bales off of it anyway, so why are we not picking that up? Odd. Ah, must have. Oh, no, it's a little dip down again. Okay, we might have to just catch that at a bit of an angle, possibly, but that's okay. I mean, these fields are very well textured, I suppose you could say. They've got a lot of character to them. Yes, that's always good. But yeah, I may even have to bring the field bin down here, because we're actually getting quite a lot off this field. I mean, it's not exactly a big field. Field 124, but I suppose it's a long field. That's the issue. So yeah, maybe we will hop back and get the Unitrack quick when we get full here, because I have a feeling. I mean, well, I mean we're almost up at the end there, so depending on when we hit 100% would depend on how. Oh gosh, I just thought those. If we drop a bale off on here, it should be okay. I'm not driving this thing straight. I should pay attention to where I'm going. But yeah, we'll see how we go here. With any luck, we can. Oh yeah, the road goes around the side. I see there. So we could just pop over there with it and drop it in. I'm thinking it shouldn't be too bad. We are just about completely full. Tiny amount left, so that's nice. Just get this turn on. Come on, harvester. What are we caught on? Oh, probably on the straw swath. Yeah, that's what it was. That's the one thing to watch out for with these little harvesters, is the straw swath. Okay, there we are, complete. Okay, well, let's stop the tractor here for now. Just leave that there, and yeah, let's wander around to the sell point without crushing any of the crop. Just a quick U-turn in the middle of the road in front of that lorry. He won't mind. Okay. Now let's head around here and drop it in. Yeah, I'm thinking we might just bring the Unitrack straight down with the RajotGPLAY after we drop this load off. That way we can at least ferry like 2,000 litres back and forth with the bed on that, which isn't terrible. So let's scoot in here. I just got to find the sell point now. Should be right here. Now, the only problem with this is, let's see if we can. Oh, there we go. Remember to pipe that button. Yeah, we're gonna have to go up on it. Let's see. We shall find a way to sell it. Not going to let me sell it with this, are you? It's going to poke out just too far. That is just my luck. Couldn't get the bales to sell yesterday, and now I'm having issues with oh, there we go. Just almost. Where is it? There we go. It's not perfect, but it'll do. And we do have a lot of noise coming from this building over here, so hopefully that's not too loud. Yeah, so the trick is going to be to come around this side, that's fair enough. Okay, we got one full tank is 27%. Okay, that's not terrible. We can work with that. So we'll basically need another 3 tank loads. And a bit less. A bit less than 3. Yeah. Well, plus once we've actually harvested the... oops, I'm coming out the wrong way. Once we've harvested the rest of the field as well, that will help. So, yeah. Okay, well, we shall crack on with it, and I think maybe throw on a bit of music and get ourselves a harvesting. At least once we get back to the field. But yeah, I shall see you all again here in a little bit. Now, during the last stretch of the field, we've got about 81% delivered already. Oh, and we finished a contract. That was perfect timing, in fact. I was expecting to have to deliver a tiny bit more grain, but hey, we'll take that finish. That is not bad. And we have, let's see, 500 litres of oats in the harvester. and another 2,000 in the Unitrack there. So let's have a quick look on the price for oats. And oats are back over here. Oats, we actually have a great demand right where we're at, which is very handy. So we shall drop that off quick and go and deliver this. We're just going to sell it straight away because why not? We don't actively need to keep it for anything. Pretty much the same with the straw too. We have we only have chickens, and I don't foresee us getting any other animals immediately in the sort of immediate future. So we should be more than able to just sell that straw, which is good. Let's tip this in here, get some money coming in. And it's not going to be a great deal, just a couple of thousand for that. Yeah, and a tiny bit more for the other 500 that we've got. I figured it was just quicker to zoom back and forth with this than use the harvester. But we do need to finish baling the field now. The farmer did say we could take the straw. He's got no use for it either, so that's fine. And we just out the pipes on the other side, of course. And I forgot to leave it out, so that's always good as well. But, you know, it's like the first time I've done a harvesting contract in a while, so I'd like to think I can be forgiven. But yeah, I definitely think we're going to need to maybe bring the field bin with us for the next contract, or at least the next sizable contract. I know we have field 73, I think, which is a teeny tiny field, so we'd be lucky if we get a full harvester off of that. But either that, or we might look at investing in just a small other trailer that we could bring. Yeah, it doesn't have to be huge. Just something that's around about the sort of same, at least one offload, or maybe sort of minimum 4,000 litres. It depends. I mean, you know, we got enough money. We could most likely find a small thing. But yeah, maybe some number that will add up to a multiple of 3,000. Including the 2,000 we've got in the Unitrack itself. Obviously, sadly we can't get a bigger tipper back for this, which is a shame, because it would be nice to have something a little better. So we'll pop that on. Now we're just going to leave this by the side of the field here. The harvester, we shall pop on that little side road there, where the baler is. And if anything, we can line things up behind this. Now what I should really have done was turn that off for one thing. Did I just turn it back on? Okay, there we go. I could have sworn I turned that off. That was very peculiar. Anyway, yeah, we should have bought the front forks on this Unitrack, not Unitrack, RajotGPLAY. That way we could have loaded the Unitrack up with bales as well. But that's okay. We can always pop back and grab them. I'm sure there's something we can take back with us, possibly. Depending on how many extra bales we get, what we could do is run up to the barn with this RajotGPLAY. Just leave the baler here for a minute, take the bale trailer, and run up to the barn, sell the bales, and pick up the forks. If we need to. I mean, I kind of think we will, because we've got... Yeah, we're definitely going to need it. Because, yeah, we've got one already out there, and we're not that far off getting another one already. This field has had a pretty decent yield. Ooh, slow down, back up. But yeah, so yeah, I shall continue baling with this, and then we'll most likely come back and see where we're at possibly about the time we're selling the bales, so we can sort of keep stock of how we are doing financially. But I think we're going to be good now. Oh, one thing we did get pop up too, I just forgot to mention, the bunker silo. We got a message pop up that said the bunker silo has finished fermenting. So that is exceedingly good for us. So what we shall do too is head over after we finish this contract and possibly the next one. We'll head over and switch backs on the Unitrack, because it's kind of a funny thought, but since it's a rear pickup on the the loading wagon back on that, we can basically just reverse it into the silage clamp and pick up 12,000 litres at a time of silage. So I think we'll do that and get that churning away in the BGA. It helps if I lower the baler, doesn't it? Just take off driving. Okay, but anyway, yeah, we shall continue on with this and shall catch up with you again shortly. Okay, here we are turning into the barn area, sell point thing here. Now, I'm not expecting to get a great deal for these bales, but I think we're currently running at about 65 euros per 1,000. So it's not going to be massive, but you should get a couple of hundred from it. And plus we've got a whole stack more of them back down there. We've got about another 12 or 13, I think. So we shall drop these off here and see what we get. Did I leave them to... goodness. I didn't go far enough in, did I? That's awkward, that is. Okay, well, let's spin around and head back. And as you can see, there's our Feldcorp trucks, just lorries parked up there. We don't, generally speaking, use them unless there's like a specific need, like going out of the area or for any major jobs. Yeah, they just sit there and do their thing. But yeah, let's see if we can just gently push these back into the sell point. There we go. Well, you know what? £2,000. That's not half bad for just 8 bales. It's like $5.50 a bale, possibly, something like that. That's actually more than I was expecting. It can't have been $4.50 per bale. 200 something per, but anyway, still £2,000 and change for that is not bad, and we've got at least that much straw again. So we're probably looking at about another $3,500 from the straw. So that puts up to close to $6,000 for just the straw, I would say. And yeah, then another $2,000 I think for the contract, plus whatever else we got off the grain. There's I think there's another $2,000 or so for the grain. So I mean, we're looking at not a bad haul, to be honest. Close to 10,000 from this when it's all said and done. I don't think that's a bad thing at all. So let's just whiz in here. We'll grab the front forks, and I'll see you back down at the field in a little bit. Okay, here we are coming back to the barn again for the second time now. Didn't have quite as many bales as I thought we did down there, but we've got 10, so I'm not going to argue with that. 10 is not an unpleasant number to have. So we get 561 for those, and another 2240 I think for these, which will put us up to 2,800 give or take for the total. There we go, I popped him in a good spot that time. Yeah, so yeah, we got about just over 2200 plus another 500, so I think we could probably call that 2800. And I should not have been reversing around here because it's going to be really awkward, isn't it? Let's just go out the other way. That'll be easier. But yeah, so we also have that contract finished now. Everything's off the field. So we shall just pull over, not into a stream in a minute. Find a bit of land, here we go. Yeah, let's just pop over here next to the hop vine thingies there and cash out that contract. So it's another 1600. And I think the next one we have lined up is 73 because that's closest to the harvesters, or the harvester and the Unitrack. So we shall head down there and continue on our way. But yeah, we got just around about 10 grand off of that contract, I'd say, all in all, once everything was sold off. So hopefully we'll be able to pay that loan back by the end of summer. Well, I mean, not the whole loan, but the 200 and some thousand that they wanted. So yeah, we shall crack on and see you all at the next field. I shall see you all at the next field in a little while. Okay, so as you saw, we've done a round around the field already. Sort of missed a couple of bits here and there, but yeah, we spoke to Romek Novak, the field owner, and he said he wanted the straw actually chopped up and left on the field, as he's going to cultivate it back in, sort of fertilizer, I guess. But in that short run we've had in the harvester, we've already maxed it out at 3,000 litres. So what we did was we ran and got the field bin, because we've still got quite a lot of the field to do over here, as you can see. Yeah, well, kind of. Be able to see it better in the vehicle, but yeah, we're probably going to get at least another 2 tankfuls for the harvester. So yeah, we ran off and brought the field bin down. So figure we could give that a little bit of a test run as well now. And we've got the got it open and got the pipe out as well. So if we park the Unitrack underneath it, there we go. Yep, it's overloading into it now, and there is, I think, a window on it somewhere that you can see in. Oh yeah, you can see it right there on the side. There's, oops, zoomed in too far. Yeah, there's a couple of like little grain viewing windows there. Obviously, there's not a whole lot in there at the moment, but we might see something at the end of it. So yeah, I'm kind of hoping we can get a trailer, possibly, just like a small one, maybe 6,000 to 8,000 litres, something like that, just to go along with the Unitrack there, and that'd just give us a little bit of extra carting potential. For this field we probably won't need it, you know, we can just use the field bin there as a sort of an auger wagon chaser bin type affair. But I think for one of the next fields that we do, we will definitely need to have an extra trailer hanging out with us, because they are quite big. We've got 67 to do, which I think is just over there to the... oh, it's off to the right. You can't quite see it from here. It's sort of behind those trees and buildings. Let's just catch this little bit that we missed before. I think the terrain's a tiny bit wobbly around here. Or I may have caught a little bit of the edge of the sort of verge there and just set the harvester on a bit of a funny angle. But yeah, so we'll carry on and get this field finished and see where we are at. And after that, we'll probably call it a night and then pick things up again in the morning. Although, depending on the time it takes to do all this, that may be for tomorrow's, well, not tomorrow, but for tomorrow may be for the next episode. But we'll likely continue on with harvest contracts, maybe a few fertilizer ones. Although we do have our stuff that we need to pop in the BGA as well. So, depending on when we get finished with this field, we might just pop in and go and do that instead. But we'll see. Anyway, I shall be back shortly. Finished that contract on field 68. We actually picked up like a smaller one also for rye that was right next to the big one that we had. So we finished that one off quick, and we did get some bales off that. They were happy for us to bale it, so we are going to just pop in here quick and drop off the bales to see what we can get for that, and then we'll cash that contract in, and then I think we'll just about be done for the day. So that's 554, and there's another 2200, so that's a bit over 2760, I'd say, so that's good. Let the cement truck go by. So yeah, there's a couple more contracts for harvesting available at the moment. We have, well, let's see what we've got. Oh yeah, we've got that one to complete, now everything's off the field. So let's cash that one in. We've got 67, that's the other rye one right next to where we are. And there's actually a big fertilising contract on field 26. That might be worth doing. It's a fairly easy 10 grand. If that's there tomorrow, we may pick up that as well. And the other harvesting contract we were looking at getting is this one for wheat. Now we have managed to pick up a little bit of extra wheat, which is nice, so we're going to accept that now. We don't have a huge amount, obviously. Let's just check here. With the pallet that we bought earlier on, I think last in-game night, we had a little bit left over, and we are now up to just under 5,500 there. So that's good. That's a little bit of a safety net for the chicken feed for the rest of the year, I think. They're probably going to need some soon too. They should be good for another day or two. But yeah, we'll definitely get some more food into them before too long. And yeah, that does give us a bit of a buffer, because when can we plant wheat again? Ah yes, we can actually plant wheat later on. And if that field 13, if we can get the, I think it's field 13, the one next to our farm, if we can get the loan paid down enough, then we may well buy that as well, which will be us set. And yeah, then we have a couple of fields we can jiggle around and get some wheat, maybe pick up something else early next year or later this year to do. But yeah, so I think that's us done for the night. Back to base for a bit of a snooze. So if you've enjoyed whatever this was, then please give us a like and subscribe, ring the bell there so you can see whenever more videos come up, and comments are always welcome, and sharing this video is greatly appreciated. So I thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. So I'm just going to pull out here in front of this car and bid you all a fond farewell. Cheerio.